Hi, Cancer, or anyone watching for Cancer. This is a love reading. It'll resonate whenever you find it. Also, as always, if you are watching for Cancer, just reverse the roles because it'll feel as though I'm speaking to you about your Cancer. You guys got kind of a weird message here. I'm seeing your Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands reverse. So there's something that you were very committed to, but it's almost like it came into your life to trigger you to face traumas that perhaps you were not acknowledging or telling yourself, like, I'm fine. When in reality, it really was whatever you went through in the past. It's not even so much with this person. This was before you met this person. But it was really affecting the way that you move in a way that was limiting what you were able to attract into your life or the kinds of partners that it feels like you were able to attract into your life. It seems like there was some kind of insecurity that you acquired from your family of origin. And that's really affected the way that you move in every relationship. Could be that you've had a hard time staying in one place simply because you fear that your partner will leave. So I don't know if you had a parent that like left the other parent and ended up with someone else, but it feels like this theme keeps manifesting in your relationships, whether it's you cheating on someone you cared about because they weren't what you wanted, or them cheating on you because you weren't what they wanted. It really happens to be kind of that same dynamic. And then I feel like maybe you went through a period of this looks like maybe dating casually or meeting people, but not ever being 100% all in, right? So if you guys weren't cheating on each other or leaving each other for someone else, then after that, it seems like you were dating people that you could never like be with forever. And I feel like that's because you've had kind of this force field around you where it's like first you were having a hard time being in one place for a long time. Then you attracted partners that were having a hard time being in one place for a long time. And now it seems like you're open since your last, whatever this relationship was that had such a big effect on you. You've been working on some of your like triggers or, trying to love yourself more because there's something here about you having a hard time seeing like how great you are or how much you truly deserve. And so it feels like you settle for less, but then you get like antsy because deep down you know you're settling for less. So either you become flighty or you attract partners that are flighty. And I feel like that's something that you've been like really working on. I don't know if you guys are going through therapy or just trying to like purge a lot of beliefs that maybe are not serving you. For some of you, you've been trying to like forgive old partners, even if it's not like you getting a hold of them, but just like energetically disconnecting any kind of cords or forgiving family members, right? And again, that doesn't mean that you have to be in communication with them. You're trying really hard to get to the bottom of why it feels like your relationships never work. And what I like about this is that you're not so much focusing on the partners you've had as much as you're focusing on yourself and what you can do different, right? Or maybe what parts of you bring into connections that sabotage your progress. Now, what I think is interesting is you've had this whole shift in where you are within yourself, but it's also changed what you expect from a partner. And, maybe that's because you're giving to yourself so much more now that you don't expect somebody to like be that perfect knight in shining armor or, princess or whatever. There's kind of an energy of you being more open to being with someone that might not fit the criteria of what you normally would go for, right? And I think that's part of it is because you guys, you're worried that you're not going to meet somebody in time So I don't know if some of you just don't like have kids yet and you want to settle down, or if you feel like life would be better with someone else in it. I don't want you guys to get into a space where you're just settling for anything. So be kind of mindful of that, because you're going from one extreme to another. Like before, you may have been very quick to leave or block or, you know, exit a situation, or you deal with people that kind of act the same. Whereas now I'm seeing that loosen up. And maybe you're like, okay, well, I've never dated somebody who is in this situation and I never would have, but I'll try, right? Just make sure that you're doing that because you really are interested or attracted to your person, rather than like fear of being by yourself forever, because that's kind of coming through here. Also, something that's kind of weird is it feels like there's somebody in your environment that wants you to feel as though you're just an option. They're trying to make you jealous. And I don't understand why, because it literally looks like this person is coming back into your life under the guise of like friendship. You know, hey, Cancer, maybe we didn't work out as lovers, but you're important to me and I want us to still be friends. But it feels to me like this person is trying to get close to you just to show you how much they don't need you or how attractive they are to other people. It's very strange, you know. So I guess I would just say, because you do have the moon in your reading, right now you're attracting people that are going to mirror whatever you're doing in your personal life to yourself, with yourself. So if you're doing a lot of self work just to attract a partner, it's almost like you've attracted this person who they're coming towards you just to show you how attractive they are, or how much they could like be with whoever, right? And maybe that's why, like, if you're hitting the gym, it's like, yeah, so I can attract people, you know? So I guess I'd say maybe rather than doing like a lot of work on yourself with the expectation of like, oh, I'm doing this to attract true love, right? Because now you're attracting somebody that they're coming into your life just to show you how great they are, or to make you want them in a way that is kind of lower vibrational, right? Kind of like, oh, look at me, you know, look how amazing I am, look who I could be with. Don't you desire me, right? Just be mindful of why you're doing the work on yourself. You know, don't let it be from a place of like, I'm doing it to spite my ex, I'm doing it to attract a partner. Genuinely fall in love with yourself so that you can attract someone that is genuine about their feelings for you, right? Versus this moon energy. This is weird that you guys are getting somebody who like they act like you're just an option, but I kind of think that might be because when you're by yourself, you're doing work on yourself. But if someone else comes along, you kind of forget to take care of yourself and put all of your energy into someone else. You know, so you're literally setting the tone of yourself being an option to yourself. If very quickly you can take all of this love and attention you're giving to yourself and give it to someone else, you're treating yourself like an option, right? So it's like you're attracting someone who also is doing the same, okay? So just be kind of careful, because I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune coming towards you, and I see that it's affecting you as the Four of Wands. But the problem here is that you got the Moon, you know, and your advice is telling you to hold back from whatever this is, no matter how good it looks, okay? So I want to get some more information about why that is, because this Four of Wands looks very attractive, right? It looks like the wheel is turning for me. I finally met my person. I've done all this work. I'm getting to the bottom of why I am the way I am, or why my relationships don't go the way they should. But there's more to this than meets the eye, okay? So let's take a look at your Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. So you may have been like kind of in the same space for a while, like in your life, like dealing with the same things, thinking about the same things. And I think it's because you're repeating kind of the same lesson over and over instead of allowing yourself to upgrade. Like, okay, I got this part down. Now I need to focus on something else. Like, keep moving in my journey of self exploration or spirituality. It's like you're waiting for the bell to ring or for the universe to say, okay, time's up, right? And you're not doing that for yourself. And maybe you're gauging whether or not you meet somebody as a way to see like how much progress you've made, right? I haven't met my person yet, so I still need to work on myself because I'm clearly not there to attract this person, right? The hard part about that is like you will attract people, but the universe is going to keep using these people to show you what you still need to do. Okay, so it's kind of weird, but it's like you're staying in the same place. This person's coming in to break you out of the mode that you've been in, but they're also going to be mirroring something to you that's like the next thing you need to be working on. Okay, they'll either show you the next thing you're supposed to work on, or they're going to reflect back to you something about where you are right now that's going to not resonate with you to the point that you're going to shift where you are and probably not deal with this. Okay, so let's take a look at your Four of Wands. Yeah, Knight of Cups reversed. This is conditional. This is very conditional love, you know, and so maybe if you're going through the whole self-love thing, are you loving yourself with conditions? You get what I mean? I just want to take another look at this Four of Wands. Double reverse. This could be somebody that you've dealt with in the past. You know, for those of you that are trying to attract someone back into your life that treated you like an option in the past, this could be the return of that person. But I want you to understand they're coming into your life just to shake things up, okay? Just to show you what you need to work on next, because they've got King of Cups in the reverse energy attached to it, 10 of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Cups, and Strength. Okay, so maybe you're spending a lot of time focusing on your healing with the expectation that you'll attract a partner, but I want to ask you, how much do you focus on living, right? If you're just always thinking about what you need to do next to be a match for somebody, how are you living your life, right? Four of Pentacles, whatever it is that you're just holding on to, it's actually keeping you from enjoying yourself, from getting out there and having all these experiences because you're so focused on this part of life. This person is coming in to shake that up for you. Okay, let's take a look at your opportunity, because the moon is kind of a weird opportunity. High Priestess reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. Okay, so here's the thing. You think that it's over. You know, for some of you, you stop working on yourself because you're like, okay, it's time to go out and meet someone new. It's not. It's not. And I'm not saying it to hurt you. I'm saying it because you're telling yourself kind of what you want to hear instead of looking at the reality of the situation. So you have an opportunity to see what you're ignoring, right? Or what you're glossing over. You're going to have an opportunity to see how you're putting yourself in the same situation over and over, right? And to also see that maybe some of the things that you're working on are not what you need to be working on because there's something bigger than that. You know, when I think a big part of it is if everything you're doing is so that you can attract somebody, and then like you take these periods of like, okay, I'm going to work on myself for like 2 months, then I'm going to go back out there. Okay, now I'm going to meet somebody that's crap. Okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to work on myself for 3 months. Then I'm going to go back out there. Like, how are you doing the same thing to yourself over and over? I think that's really what the takeaway will be here, or what is trying to be reflected to you here, right? King of Wands for your obstacle. This person will look very good to you, okay? And they're going to build you up in a way that will feel very, very good. but that's to show you what's missing from your life. Like, what are you not giving to yourself that when this comes around, it's so attractive to you that you'll stop making yourself the focal point of your world. Okay, let's see what's up with this King of Wands. Okay, so this is definitely somebody that you've dealt with in the past. I feel like it's definitely somebody that you wanted. They could be coming in with an offer of something that it seems like they wouldn't give you before. And you're going to be looking at it like, wow, this is moving. This is all I've ever wanted, right? Let's see this person's motives. Hermit in the reverse. They don't want to be alone. So if everything you're doing is because you don't want to be alone, and you're attracting someone that's coming back because they don't want to be alone, right? But your Wheel of Fortune is not in the upright. There's going to be something about this offer that's going to feel off to you. So I need you guys to really pay attention to that feeling, okay? Because it seems like you've cultivated a better, like, connection with yourself spiritually. You're going to need to pay attention to this because this is temporary. This person, they have ulterior motives. So it could be just that they want to be around temporarily to feel better. You know, if they're asking to be your friend, it really is to kind of come into your life and create havoc, make you like regret not being with them or make you want to chase them. There's something about this person where they're not telling you the whole truth when they come into your life, or they're not being 100% transparent about what they're going to bring into your life if you allow them to be there. And that's why your advice is the Four of Pentacles. Protect yourself from whoever this is. But also, what are you holding on to that's keeping you from being able to go out in the world and like live freely? Okay. Let's get any more cards for this person. I feel like it's kind of murky. Like they're not really telling us much about this. Queen of Wands in reverse. This person is probably, honestly, and I'm not trying to hurt your guys' feelings, but they very well could be hitting you up for like sex or attention, or they see that you're moving away from them and they're trying to get you back to where they like you to be. Okay, and a good way to do that is by putting themselves in your life and then doing things to damage your self-esteem. Right? Like how hurtful would that be if someone comes back? They're like, hey, pay attention to me, I'm here now. And then all of a sudden they start doing all this stuff that makes you feel like you don't matter. That literally is like, wow, I can't believe I opened myself up to this when I was just getting to a place where I'm doing good. Right? So be careful of this person. They definitely have ulterior motives. It looks like they're going to keep doing what they've been doing. And this kind of feels like a little game to them where they like to see just how much someone is willing to give, you know, or how far you've gotten away from them. They like need to reassert their dominance or their position in your life. Yeah, so just be super careful because this looks like if you give to this, it would turn out to be just a fling. And I don't think that's how this person would represent that to you, right? But it's like as soon as they gauge how invested you are or how quickly you give, they would very quickly put you in a place of wanting, right? Suddenly they're very hot and they're heavy and they're there and they're in your face. And then when you give it all away, they go very cold and they're very distant. But again, that's showing you the relationship that you have with yourself, where you're very all in on your progress and your growth. And then, you know, when the next best thing comes along, you forget to journal for a month. You forget to talk to your therapist or to take walks or work out, right? So, I mean, I guess on the bright side, this is going to get you closer to what you want, right? Because you're going to move away from something within yourself that's keeping you from being able to attract the partner that you want. The weird part is that even though that's your goal and you're trying to do all that with your like self-care, this is actually going to happen through you attracting partners that will show you things about yourself that it's time to purge, right? All right, guys, I'm going to get you some oracle cards. I hope that this didn't make you angry, but I just have to tell you what I see. And, you know, hopefully this will get you one step closer to what you really want. Okay. You got friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So, again, before you give it all away to this person, right? Maybe you make them wait, because part of your obstacle is the King of Wands. They're going to be very attractive, but they're also going to want to be the ones to set the pace of this relationship. And I honestly don't think this person is above telling you what they think you want to hear to get you where they want you to be. Okay. You got, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you shared with those you love. And that's kind of what I'm seeing, is like you guys are so separate from everything because you're just like, you're holding on to kind of this rigid way of how things need to be instead of allowing life to happen to you in a way that like you can enjoy it or you can see the beauty of it. It's like, no, this is the timeline. I should be married by 23. I should have my first kid at 26. I should have, you know, that's not how life works at all, right? So maybe if you can try to enjoy life more rather than plan everything and then be really disappointed when your plans don't materialize, right? You got manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So, like I said, trust your intuition about this person. You are getting closer to what you want, but your card says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So just trust the process, right? Don't give it all away to this person. And who knows, maybe in time, if you take your time and show them how much you value yourself and that you truly are like this prize to be won, they could change the way that they operate. They might perceive you different and treat you different, right? There's nothing wrong with making someone show you that they deserve you, right? Because like a prize is something you have to earn, you have to work for. It's not just going to be handed to you. Like that's like one of those participation ribbons, right? Not a trophy. And you are the prize, you are the trophy. So treat yourself as such, treat yourself accordingly, and others will follow suit or they will disappear and be replaced with someone better. All right, guys, good luck with this, and I will speak to all of you again soon. But in the meantime, take such good care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching this video, and you have a very good day. Bye.